I've decided to make it my mission to start watching more shows because I think I've missed out on a lot of good stuff. And now that I have a Netflix account, it is the perfect time to start binging a bunch of things. And of course, there's not always going to be amazing bangers in every show you watch, but there are sometimes shows that are just so bingeable that you can't help but love them, but maybe they're not that great. Let's talk about one of those right now. What's going on YouTube? My name is Ramakrishnan. If you're new around here, welcome to the channel. Love talking about gaming, movies, and TV shows. And today is going to be the third one. I actually decided to watch this show called No Good Nick on Netflix. It's a Netflix original. It just came out a couple weeks ago. I want to say mid-April. And I binge watched it very quickly, as you do with shows like this on Netflix. Each episode is only half an hour, and there's only 10 episodes in part one, or the first season, and I got through it really quickly and I was kind of hooked, but I decided that I want to talk to you guys a little bit about it.
No one sees the perfect con coming, especially inside their own home.
So basically how I feel about the show is a little conflicting because on one end, like I said, I loved it. I really enjoyed binge watching it and I was, as I said, I was hooked. But on the other hand, the show has a lot of problems, glaring flaws, and it's probably not the best show you can spend your time watching, but I kind of recommend it if you're into sitcoms, first of all.
Where were you? I've been waiting at the train station all day.
Who are you?
I'm Nick. Nicole Patterson? I'm here to live with you.
Okay, what?
So basically, if you don't know what No Good Nick is, it's pretty much, the premise has this little girl. She's probably like 14 or something like that. Her name is Nicole, or Nick for short. She goes to this family, the Thompson family, and she's like saying that she's an orphan and they're her family through, some sort of distant connections, and they bring her in. At first, the family is kind of split. There's a mom, a dad, a brother, and a sister, right? The two kids and the two parents, and they're kind of half and half, and they're trying to decide whether or not they can trust her, whether or not they want her in the family. And this girl is really smart. She's a con artist because the truth of the matter is she's not an orphan looking to meet up with her distant family, and she actually has a lot of street smarts, and she's really clever and really kind of conniving. She's got a bigger plot going on in her life outside of the Thompson family. So why she is with that family and what she does leads for some plot points. If you're looking for something to relax and chill out and just get a good laugh at, you can kind of turn your brain off when you watch this. But the story is kind of good. It's not bad. I thought that it was emotional. You'll find that there's a lot of family moments, a lot of emphasis on parenting and siblings and the relationships between them and just families in general. And that stuff's sweet. Really like it. Really think it's done well.
She's like the sister I never had.
Do we have another kid now?
I just saw a girl who needed a family.
But outside of those emotional moments and kind of sweet moments of family and, like those relationships, like I said, the plot sometimes is overly silly, and I will admit that the funniest stuff exists, but there's also so many cheesy things, and it can be a little predictable. Basically what happens is, as a sitcom, each day, each episode is kind of its own little story, but then over the series you have the full narrative, which is really coming to figuring out what Nick is going through, what Nick is up to, why she is with the Thompson family, and all of that stuff, and how the family feels about her and how their opinions change. One day you'll see Nick deciding to cook with the mom because the mom of the Thompson family, she is a chef, and one day you'll see her helping out the son, Jeremy, with his campaign to become president. So basically, as a situational comedy, you have different things happening in each episode, and some of them are pretty funny, and overall, like I said, I did find this show pretty easily bingeable and entertaining. I liked seeing what was going to happen with the family, and just like I actually mentioned earlier, kind of turning my brain off a little bit and just chilling out, watching something fun, killing some time. Half-an-hour episodes are so easy to binge watch in any TV show. So I love like a lot of animated shows and comedies on TV and stuff because they're light, they're fun, and they are funny. Oh, hopefully they're funny. And I think that you'll get a lot of good laughs out of No Good Nick. If you're into sitcoms, you have to like these family shows. It's kind of like a 90s sitcom, and that is saying something because it's not necessarily always gonna hit hard. When it does, there are some nice emotional moments, and I think that it's fun to follow this family, but it's not perfect because the kids are kind of annoying. As much as I liked Molly and Jeremy at times, the brother and sister, they're both in high school. I want to say they're about sophomores. They are ridiculous. The brother is arrogant and doesn't want to believe anything, and he's like an idiot. But then their sister's also kind of arrogant in a different way, and she's entitled because she's trying to help out nature and be a human rights activist and stuff like that. And it's fine to give us three-dimensional characters with their own kind of lifestyles and mindsets, but to make them just so annoying and overdone, it becomes cheesy and really kind of stupid at times.
He is so lucky that Becky is promoting awareness of his situation. She is single-handedly saving this kid's life.
Becky shouldn't have to do it all by herself. I'm sure she could use some help from someone who has an even larger reach. You like me.
And the parents, well, a lot of things just go right over them. And of course, it's that typical comedy sitcom kind of thing where, I don't know, you see like the kids are overpowered over the parents. The dad is just weak and the mom is powerful, but to see them clash, it's not always as interesting as you'd hope because, like I said, this is a really lighthearted comedy. But when it does decide to go deep because of the story of Nick and what she's going through as an orphan and whatnot, things do get a little heavy. I was really shocked at the ending of some of the episodes when things got really hard because, you know, it got a little dark. There were some things that were realistic about a family and what people can go through, and it got a little sad.
Can I take a shower or something? I haven't changed my clothes in like 2 days.
Wow, that's super real. The bathroom's in through there.
Thanks for everything.
And I felt bad for Nick at times, as I kind of did for some of the other family members as well. But Nick, she's fun. I like her a lot, actually. But I don't know, I can't decide if I feel bad for her or not because of what she's going through as a con artist, but also as a young girl who probably does need a family. It's a little conflicting. Overall, I think that's one of the biggest problems with the show is it sort of conflicts and contradicts itself. It is at one point a really light, funny, relaxing comedy, but then at other times it gets a little serious and emotional and hard, and it talks about like families and orphans and stuff, and even some things that happen with the family that Nick once had. I'm not gonna spoil it. I don't even want to say like who the family members are, but basically some of the stuff is dark. At the ending, you'll see it, and the show ends on a little bit of a minor cliffhanger each episode, and then it actually does end on an interesting cliffhanger kind of at the ending of the season.
Justice doesn't always get served the way you pictured. I'm Nick, and I'm up to no good.
Overall, I feel like No Good Nick is a really fun show to just watch when you're doing nothing. But if you are into more serious dramas and you like actually good, well-written narratives and well-written characters, I wouldn't watch this show. But it's on Netflix if you have an account. Maybe you want to check it out if you're looking for a sitcom. If you're like me, you probably enjoyed a bunch of those kind of shows on like Nickelodeon and stuff and Nick at Night, whether it's like from the 90s or even like the early 2000s, which is when I grew up. It sort of felt like one of those, and I enjoyed it. I even told my family who likes sitcoms, I was like, you guys should check this out if you're looking for something fun to watch. But overall, No Good Nick is not perfect. It's got a lot of problems. Characters are a little bit annoying and overdone. Things get cheesy. Things get a little predictable. And sometimes the humor just feels a little outdated or a little, I guess you could say, overdone. But on the other hand, it's funny. There are a lot of good laughs. Easygoing. It's easy to watch. You'll probably binge the whole show if you like it at least a little bit. Instantly, I finished it in a couple days. I don't usually do that with shows. It usually takes me so long. So, yeah, No Good Nick is a funny show. It's a decent sitcom if you're looking for something to watch with your family, you're looking for a couple good laughs, and you like those type of comedies. It's probably going to be pretty enjoyable, and that's how it was for me. But like I said, I just wanted to make a little video talking about this, something a little different, not the kind of show that I'm probably even going to talk about in the future on my channel, but I enjoyed it. I know that there are a lot of issues, and I wanted to address them, and I wanted to tell you guys about why you should or shouldn't watch this, and if it's for you. And if you like this sort of review, maybe you guys want to give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you've never been to this channel before. I don't usually do TV show reviews, but I am totally interested in doing some, as I'm going to start to binge watch a lot more shows in the coming months. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and I want you guys to let me know in the comments below if you watched No Good Nick. What are your thoughts? Did you find it hilarious? Did you find it stupid, cheesy? Did you like the emotional weight of the characters and the story within, or did you not enjoy it? Just let me know all your thoughts in the comments below, and maybe we'll have a little discussion about about the show that I don't know how many people are really talking about right now on YouTube, but hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching, and I will see you all in the next video.